Thank you. Thank you. Tonight's subject is, have you found him? If I told you that you and I and the whole vast world are looking for the same thing, would you believe it? You might think you're looking for money, or power, or fame, or health, or unnumbered things, but I am telling you, you and I and the whole vast world are in search of the same thing. We are looking for our son. Everyone is looking for the son. This story is told us in Scripture. It's Adam Brady. You'll turn to the 18th chapter of 2 Samuel. And the messenger comes bringing the news to the king, for the king is David. And David meets the messenger, the Cushite, and he said, is it well with the young man Absalom? Well, Absalom, if you break the word up, Abi's father, some call it Abi, which means my father, and Sholem is peace. So this is simply the father's peace. Well, here, is it well with the young man Absalom? And the Cushite answered, may the enemies of my lord the king, and those who would rise up against you for evil, be like that young man. In other words, he's dead. And then David broke into weeping, and David wept. And then the most poignant word possibly recorded. Oh, my son, Absalom, my son, would I had died instead of thee. If he only could have died instead of his son. But what man who has lost a child wouldn't feel that? He is older, and why should the child go before the parent? And any parent worthy of the name would like to feel that if I could only have substituted and given myself in place of the one that is gone. And so he would willingly have died instead of his son. But he couldn't do it. That's an adumbration. And now we find that God, the Father, does it for his son. Unless I die, thou canst not live. But if I die, I shall arise again, and thou with me. So God died. As he died, and in dying, at the fullness of time, he resurrects his son. So the son is dead and buried. Where did they bury the son? They buried him in the city of David. For the city of David is called Jerusalem. It's called Zion. It's called Bethlehem. These are all synonymous terms. All buried in the one place. And that one person who is buried there is the son David. Now God died and becomes buried in the city of David. The city of David is your own wonderful tower. That's where God is buried. There he is buried, and there he is looking and eagerly seeking for his son. One day, by his own place, he will rise, and rising he will bring with him his son. Unless I die, thou canst not live. But if I die, I shall arise again, and you with me. So the story is the story of every person in the world. You do not know who you are. I'll tell you who you are. You are God. You are God who died and who came down into the world of death. But in the present state of your forgetfulness, not knowing who you are in Scripture the old. You are that first king of Israel. So, you do not know who you are. And your son could stand before you, and you do not recognize him. Until you know him, you do not know who you are. For it takes the Son to reveal the Father. For no one knows who the Son is except the Father. And no one knows who the Father is except the Son. And anyone to whom the Son chooses to reveal him. So the Son could stand before you. And if you're still in the state of amnesia, you cannot recognize your own Son. Now here in Scripture, we are told that Philip said to his friend Nathanael, I have found him, of whom Moses in the law and the prophets wrote, Jesus. Yet the same Philip, later on as the drama unfolds, the same Philip is saying, Lord, show us the Father, and we will be satisfied. He said, I have been so long with you, and yet you do not know me, Philip? He who has seen me has seen the Father. How then can you say, show us the Father? So his claim in the beginning that I have found him, of whom Moses in the law and the prophets wrote, was not altogether true. He found him possibly by the search of Scripture, but he hadn't found him, or he could not have asked the question, show us the Father. For if you ever see the Son, knowing the Son, you know the Father, because you are the Father. He could not have found the Son and then asked the question to be shown the Father. Now, who is this Son of Scripture? Let us go back into the Bible. In the 40th Psalm, which is written by David, it's called the Psalm of David. In the roll of the book, it is written of me. Now, search the Scriptures. It's all about me, the Son of God. Are you the Son of God? Yes, I will tell you of the decree of the Lord. He said unto me, Thou art my Son. Today I have begotten thee. So in the volume of the book, it is all about me. And the Father is the Lord. The Father is God. Now David died, we are told, and he was buried in the city of David. There was no way of raising David, but he was promised that he would not be left in hell. And then David could say, Thou hast redeemed me. Thou hast delivered my soul from death. Into thy hands, said he in his 31st Psalm, I deliver my spirit. I actually relinquish it. Into thy hands I relinquish my spirit. Then he said, Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, faithful God. This is our search. This mystery is not something to be kept secret, but it is a truth that is mysterious in character. Seated here, when you think, I must pay rent, and I must have more money to do the things I must do. I must pay taxes. I must do a number of things. And you think that is your goal. That is your drive. And the whole vast world, you ask them tonight, what do you want? Well, one would say, I want to get married more than anything else in the world. That's the drive. Another one, well, I want to become a mother. Another one, I want money. I want fame. And you name it, it's right there. And all these are the by things. It is not the goal of God. Because man doesn't know this is God. There's only one purpose for the descent, to find his Son. His Son is buried. The Son died, and the Son is David. The essence of the experience of being humanity. For David is the symbol of humanity. So God becomes man, actually becomes man. To become man, he has to forget that he is God. So he completely forgets that he is God.